We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds. I'd probably say of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's going to keep this again.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. Second down. Here's Chubb again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Flushed out right.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gotta go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams cover. But at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. After one, 7-3 the score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks have moved out in front. And they wasted no time, right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front, have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
The point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-2 drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
York able to send this one through,
and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow buying time to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Dances by him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
Here we go. It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Slot man moves right. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29,
Burrow. Open man is Duvernay.
and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They run it again with Chubb, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And this one is right through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all. Going to run their offense in the same vein.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, Jacobs gets around him. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Seattle, Washington. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll decide to keep this once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. York able to send this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Burrow on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Again, that's Watkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I love the drive they're working out here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
11 empty, 11 empty.
Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So the Jets now down 20-16, a minute 11 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it.
Instead, it'll be second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw.
Able to connect with Jacobs.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw again.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to go up top again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.